What's up, class? Evans here. Now that we've made our lampshade, now we need the lamp body. So a lot of lamps tend to be this kind of shape, where it's very symmetrical or it's very rounded. So no matter which way I turn it, it's still kind of the same profile, like a candlestick or a vase. So I'm going to be making one. You can kind of go a little bit freestyle on your own, but we have to keep some dimensions the same. And I'm going to show you what those are. Now, we're not going to make the cord. We're going to simplify this a little bit, and then eventually we're going to assemble the thing together. So we want to match a profile that is kind of symmetric, and then I can revolve that around, and I'm going to teach you a new tool called Revolve. But we want to keep some things consistent. So I'm going to go back to the main Onshape thing, and I want to go inside of the lamp thing and create a new document. We're going to call this lamp base create. And I want to try to match roughly the dimensions of a light bulb, at least the base part. So that part I want consistent. So let me see here. It's a little bit more than an inch, about an inch for the threads in diameter. And so it's like an inch by an inch almost. We'll round it just to make it easy. So I'm going to create a sketch from the front view, and I want to have a long line going through this whole thing. The length of the line doesn't really matter. I'll change it later. And I want it to go out half an inch, so 0.5, and I want it to go down 1 inch, and that's going to be where the light bulb would insert. After that, I can kind of play around and make almost any shape I want. Let me show you. You don't have to do this next part. So I'm just going to make just a weird shape. Let me make that bottom part should be perpendicular. There we go. All right, so it's a weird shape. Might as well keep a few things exact. Let's make that exactly 6 inches. Should be taller than that, right? Okay, so let me show you what this tool does. It takes, right here, revolve. I want two things. I want a profile, and then it wants a revolving axis, which is going to be that first line that I drew. But let me get that. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there we go. Okay. I had to click on it. There we go. All right, see how it revolved it around? See, I've got my 3D shape now. So that would be a pretty bad looking vase, I think. But let's play around with doing our own shape. I don't want to delete the whole thing. So this is what I need you to make. I need you to make, sorry. We want, the top part needs to be 1 inch. And that needs to be half an inch. And I feel like 6 would be way too small. Maybe we should go with like 10. So these are the things that we need. Let's make it 10. You could change that to 12 if you want. And the bottom, let's make the bottom size also consistent from one to the others, so that we all have kind of the same pattern that we're following. Let's make this 2.5. There. So you can do 2.5 for the bottom base, and you can do 10 for the height, and you can do 0.5 and 1. These are the numbers. The numbers that are showing here, you need to do. All right. Now, what you do in between there, these are the numbers you want. 2.5 at the base, 10 for the height, 0.5 here, and 1 here. That's what I need you to do. Then you need to come in and make your own kind of curves and shapes. Let me try something else. So try to make your own shape. I'm going to sort of follow the one that I have here, and you can follow along what I'm doing, or you can kind of do your own thing. I'm just playing around, so maybe you would enjoy doing these things too. I'm trying to match like that little curvature there. And you know what? I kind of want these insides to be rounded right there. And let's see how it looks. Click the profile, come and click the axis button. There. I mean, it's not a match, but it's just for fun. Another tool you can use afterwards, if you wanted to kind of have some rounded edges, as you saw, I put some rounded edges in there. You can actually add what's called fillets. You can kind of, but you want to look at the radius here. This one's really small. Let me make it like 0.5. You can come in later and add some rounded features like that. And that might make it have a nicer kind of smoother look. Yeah, I kind of like the way that looks. At least for now. So you come up with your own profile, and then we need to put a hole in here. You know what? I think I do need to change one number in there, don't I? This should be like 0.625. Yeah, it changes a few things. The reason why is because we need to drill a hole, put a sketch, and we're going to just put a little circle here. But we want it in the middle. It needs to be 0.5. Oh, no. It needs to be 1. There we go. And I need that to go down with a remove for an inch, actually. Yeah. And that's where whatever light bulb we use would go. So come up with your own design. Be creative. I'm not particularly happy with the way mine looks, but you're welcome to kind of explore. Let me just kind of show you what Revolve can do. Let me see if I can find the one that I made a while back. Oh, there it is. So you can make all types of shapes. Like I made a tank round. I made like a little cup. With just the Revolve tool. I made frisbees and plates and dog bowls. So any sort of thing that kind of is circular in nature, Revolve, that's the tool you want to use to kind of make that shape. So come up with your own design. Don't copy mine unless you're really kind of stuck. I made mine maybe even more complicated than you would want to do. But kind of play around with it. And you know what, by the way, to match colors, if you right click on here and go to, you can assign material, but it doesn't change the color. Like for instance, this one's kind of brass colored. And so you can come up here and type like brass. I wish it would actually change the color, but it won't. But you can right click and you can do edit appearance, and you can actually change like the look of stuff. Let's see here, what is it? Oh, that's kind of close. It's kind of brass colored. If you want finer tuning of the colors, there is a mixer over here where you can get like really fine tuned, maybe to what you want. So maybe now you can go over and change your lampshade to be a different color too. All right, I hope that helps you, and I hope you have fun making that. The next thing we're going to make is the feature that would connect them together. Which reminds me, we're going to need to make this little piece down here too. All right, see you for the next part.